Underlying foundation of Islam is to take over the world and submit it under Islamic Sharia.
Alright, this video will help us to know and understand what Islam represents in the world, what it has come to lead us in righteousness and in holiness into the kingdom of God, or was it invented by men to be used as a tool to dominate and to rule the world?
The entire purpose of Islam, according to all Islamic doctrine, is to ensure that there is an Islamic state throughout the entire world called a caliphate, and under that, Sharia or Islamic law is the law of the land. That's it. Islam is no more complicated than that. Islam breaks the entire world into two parts. The Dar al-Islam, where Sharia is the law of the land, and the Dar al-Harb, the house or abode of war, where there is not Sharia as the law of the land. The function of Islam is to eliminate the Dar al-Harb until the entire world is a Dar al-Islam. And the vehicle to do that is called what? Jihad, which in 100% of all published Islamic law is only defined as warfare against non-Muslims. So let's just put that on the line. And so we're here talking national security issues. We have people here that are running for the office of President of the United States, and we have to begin there. And what I would put forth is that since, and actually prior to, but since 9/11, our entire national security apparatus has been unprofessional in its approach to this war, from the four-star generals to the office of the president to the national security staff to the leaders of DHS when it was created, the FBI, the CIA, and other agencies. Because we have said this has nothing to do with Islam, despite the fact that our warfighting doctrine says when you analyze an enemy, you start with who he says he is and why he's fighting. 100% of this enemy that we're facing, from the jihadi in Chattanooga to the 9/11 hijackers and everybody before and in between, have all said we're Muslims waging jihad in the cause of Allah in order to impose Islamic law and establish caliphate, period. So that's what it is. And if we look in Islamic law, authoritative Islamic law, the kind you get at mosque bookstores, not at Barnes & Noble, you will see that 100% of them say that jihad is warfare against non-Muslims. And it's total warfare. It's not just guns and bombs. It's psychological warfare. It is political warfare. It's subversion. It is the whole 9 yards. It's total warfare, something that our DOD has not been practicing. I would say you'd have to go back towards Reagan administration and maybe even beyond that. Complete and total war against non-Muslims.
The underlying foundation of Islam is to take over the world and submit it under Islamic Sharia. Chapter 48, verse 28 from the Quran reads, Allah sent Muhammad with the true religion so that it should rule over all the religion. The idea then is not that the whole world would become a Muslim world at this time, but that the whole world would be subdued under the rule of Islam. That is the essence of Islam. This is a political ideology that imposes itself by force.
The purpose of Islam in the world is very clear. Not about righteousness, holiness, not about the kingdom of God, not about peace, but it's all about worldly gain. To gain the world, to gain power, and to rule the world. That is what it's all about.